Dun, 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 dun. And we are live. Welcome to Indie Comics Interviews. We are here tonight. It's going to be fun. We are streaming both on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. And hopefully everybody's going to have a good time hanging out with us. It looks like we have Captain Fuckhead in the chat. Hail, Captain Fuckhead. He says, Skits Comic, where's my damn book?
Hell.
Where's your campaign?
Yeah, so that's happening.
Him.
Yeah,
awesome.
And then so we also have Metal Movies and Brewskis with us here tonight.
Hail, how you guys doing?
We're going to talk about his book Butch Cleaver, and then later on in a few minutes when she's done with her live stream, we're going to have the Miss Mandy Summers hopping in to talk about her book. So it should be a fun evening. I also threw out an invite to Brian Krischkow, but he may not be on Twitter right now and aware that even anything is going on. So, if he may show up and he may not. So, anyway, we got a full house.
Is that a cat in the background?
Yeah, you got critters crawling in the background.
There's a few of them back there, yeah.
We just saw one like do a jump over. And we're like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few. They'll probably one of them will probably work its way over to the desk and start nibbling on my hand for attention before long. So, let's see here. Let's make sure let's make sure we are going strong here. We have started streaming. Okay. Don't have anything. I'm just double checking all the streams to make sure it says that we're going good. I just want to double check everything. So, Skits, please, why don't you give us the elevator pitch for your book? I'm going to spotlight you guys and just give us the pitch.
Woo!
I gotta tell you, man, it is great to be here with you, Drew. Man, this is awesome. I mean, we wouldn't want to be any other place here tonight except for right here on your channel with you. This is exactly where we want to be. And let me tell you, Skits is a book about a guy who can't tell the difference between his dreams and reality.
As you can tell, we're very schizoid right now. As you know, skits means schizophrenia, schizophrenic, as well as little skits that you do, as you can do like plays or things of that nature. So you just never know what's real and what's dream-like or what's crazy. So that's what our book has some things for you guys as the reader to find out when we launch. You have to find out if you're in a dream or in a reality.
Yes.
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. So, so the dream and reality thing, I was aware of before. Obviously, I've been on interviews where you guys talked. So it's like I'm into that. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very weird. I already know that it's going to be very weird. That part
is.
Well, it's going to be very visually compelling because what can happen in a dream? Anything you can dream of. So what you may dream may end up in this.
And whose dream are you in? That's always the kicker. He said normally.
You know, maybe dreaming.
Well, here's something that I always thought about my dreams. It's like, so in my dreams, I do a lot of lucid dreaming, and I know that I'm dreaming. I can wake myself up anytime. But people always say that they're running from people. You know, people are chasing them. Bad things are happening. Well, in my dreams, I'm usually the person that's doing that. So let me ask you something. Am I one of those guys that are in other people's dreams, actually chasing them when they're the ones who are always running from people? Am I that person?
Yeah, like crossover dreams and the dream reality. Yeah. That would be interesting if that was the case, but that also could be very creepy because weird things happen in dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the Freddy Krueger. It's the Freddy Krueger effect. It's like, what can you do? Do you wake yourself up? Do you know that you are dreaming? I'm the complete opposite. Like, I've had insomnia for basically almost all my life. So when I actually fall asleep, I am done. Like, bombs can go off, like everything go off. I'm literally done. And my mom used to tell me when I used to wake up like this. And it would scare and freak her out. But I would be able to document dreams from that. And I would be able to be like, oh, hey, Mike. And then like started doing like other stuff. So
man, I got to tell you, man, it's like dreams are just one of those things, man. It's like either you have crazy good ones or you're like, I have family members I've talked to about this and friends, and they like, I don't never even remember my dreams. And, you know, and her being an insomniac, I can fall asleep whenever I want. Like I just lay down and I'm out in 30 seconds. You know, I was in the Army. There's all sorts of stuff when you're in the Army, you go through things and it's like you learn how to sleep on a dime, man. Whenever you get time, you go out. So I'm out.
Shops closed.
Yeah, that's funny. It makes me think of this article I was reading today on Twitter that was absolutely ridiculous. It's talking about how men steal women's like sleep and stuff. It was actually pretty funny.
Is this like a cat's eye? Are you stealing my sleep?
Man, this is going on well before we ever came, we're together. I have nothing to do with this.
Sleep vampire.
Yeah.
Exactly. No. There's probably a story there.
No, there's stories.
There's stories.
Stories. All right. So how about we watch this video real fast?
Yes.
Do it. Yeah,
yes.
man.
That was our Skits springing into action because it is now spring.
Coming at you very soon, baby. Coming at you real soon.
We are springing.
Awesome.
We have a spring in our step. We worked with Verse Stones Production, so shout out to them. They may join in the chat later, but we worked with them. We did the music in-house. I mean, we've covered it all. We covered the bases.
Yeah, man.
So what more can you tell us about Skits other than it's about a guy who doesn't sure if he's dreaming or not?
Okay, so basically what it is these dreams that I had, and I've told this story before, but 20 years ago, I had these sequential dreams when I was working a midnight shift at a TV station, and they went over a period of about 2 months. It's like one would end and then it'd pick up the next day right where the other one left off. So basically it's just like, I put these stories into a book, help twist the narrative a little bit because your dreams can be pretty wacky and like they might mean something to you, but you need to put it into something that would make sense for everybody else. So I went ahead and did that. And basically what you end up doing is you end up landing on this planet. Okay. And it's Skit's job to get across the planet. And when you actually start looking at the artwork and the concept art that's up on the Indiegogo page, or, like we've shared on streams before, this is all the different spots and pieces when he's going across this planet. Like if you look at that scene right there, that's an actual scene in the book where Skits, something's going on. Yeah, I mean, you got that boat, it's taking off and it's going somewhere. Is Skits on there? Is he on the ground checking things out? What's going on? I mean, it is wild, man. Things are going to happen like you just don't understand. It's just anything can happen in a dream, and anything and everything will happen in this book.
Sun's going down, big guy. Sun's going down. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I've been, you got everybody all teased up for your. I was going to give Jade Spider-Man a wrench. She's already got one.
There you go. Jade Spider-Man is the man.
We got Virtue Comics in the house.
Hey.
Virtue Comics, thanks for stopping by.
Hail Virtue.
We need some Virtue.
I know. That's awesome.
Just a little bit. So this is where we where I try to like pull information out of you guys a little bit more. Which because I've been on streams with you guys and you guys are resistant to giving anything.
Yes.
It's more the marketing person that will resist you.
Hey, if it was up to me like 6 months ago, I would have already had the script out and pages. I get it done, and at the end of the day, I'm like, man, I need to show this to somebody. Man, what the heck's going on here? But she's like, what are you doing? Don't take a picture of that.
So, how many pages is the book going to be?
60 plus. And the reason why I put the plus in there is because I'm leaving a few pages open in order to make the storytelling a little better. Like I might want a splash page or turn something into a 2-page spread, because we're going to have a bunch of 2-page spreads actually in this book. And those are, and also something that's really good is all the artwork, 60 plus pages, it's all going to be for sale for our campaign.
We want to make sure that you're visually stimulated in these books and not just, we want you to turn the page, but we actually want you to get into the story, but really look at the art. I mean, we're focusing on the art because Michael is the creator and illustrator, and the pages are phenomenal. I'm telling you this.
Should I grab one and show them?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. See,
he has to go across me, and I can do a shot block like nobody can. So,
I mean, if it was me, I'd go grab that. I'd be like, hey, man, check this out. Woo, we got art. You know, and she would, oh, man, she just kicks my butt. But that's why you have her. She's the editor of the book, and it's important for you to have an editor of a book because the stuff like goes on inside of an artist's mind. You got it going and you got it flowing, and you think you know what you're doing, but you don't. You need someone to double check, triple check, quadruple check everything that you do, because what makes sense in your mind won't make sense in front of the average viewer. So it's very important. Her job's very important as editor and marketing.
In other words, I make sure that the book makes sense. The reason why is because there's so much that's going on in the dreams, and there's just so much that's going on in the book. You want to make sure that the follower shot blocking. That's right, shot blocking. You just want to make sure that everything flows, and that's what we as editors do. We make sure that everything flows, everyone gets it, and then everyone, will have a good time because we have 6 books. And this is the first one. That's why Skits the Sun book 1.
Yeah. The first one you can read on its own, but then after that, it's all going to be one long story that's already written, scripted. Everything's ready to go. We just got to draw it and sell it.
Sweet. That's going to be awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it. So here, okay, my next question.
Dig.
All right. My next question is Skits' dream state his awareness state, or vice versa?
You have to read the book, man. You're asking deep questions.
He's trained.
I'm serious.
I thought I
man.
might be able to slip that one through.
Well, see, that's a major plot twist. It's like, which one is it? I mean, you really don't know. So that's an integral part of this whole thing.
Okay, see, a little background information. Being in Hollywood, being on red carpets, these are the type of journalist questions that we just go, yeah, you know what? When you see that on the big screen, you'll be able to find out.
Yeah, well, all that basic stuff's usually included in the trailer. You know what I mean? So that
is true. That is true.
Those questions don't have to come out. Yeah.
But we can tell you this, though. We can tell you this, and I will allow it. No, he's fine. If you look through all the things that Skits has been posting up, like on Twitter or all of our social stuff, there's certain key elements in all of those pictures that has something to do with the book. And I'll give you a hint. Go back and watch some of the tutorials that Michael has done, and it concerns the flags.
Yeah, with that, and then sometimes I just let stuff slip in some of the artwork and the live videos. I mean, we're releasing stuff left and right. So.
Yeah, so you just gotta watch. You just gotta
dropping them nuggets.
So you drop the nuggets in your guys' videos. So you got people to go back to watch the videos to get the nuggets. So at least you're getting some more marketing out of it. Right? Get that.
Hey man, I mean, you just got to bring it back. And then let you go 3 steps forward and bring it 2 steps back.
Thank you, Paula Abdul.
There you go.
2 steps forward, I go 2 steps back. I mean, that was an awesome video back when they.
That was good.
Thanks.
Back in the day, it was that was pretty. That was right same time Roger Rabbit came out. You know what I mean? So they used the same animation team that was doing that. Right? Yeah.
Exactly. But at least I'm telling you exactly where to go. So it's a treasure hunt, so to speak. But I'm saying, hey, go back to these tutorials and watch the videos. Deal.
Once we actually go live and we start doing the rounds to all y'all's shows, everybody who will take us on, like you're doing right here, you wonderful Drew of a human being, Mr. E, will actually be releasing a little bit more of the story, so you can actually kind of go through. But we really just want to hold some stuff back for when we actually launch. So.
Yeah.
Hi, Mandy. Welcome.
Hi, you guys.
How you doing?
Hey, Mandy.
There she is.
I love it. Like what?
Yeah, there she is.
Sorry, I'm late, you guys. My stream ran a little bit long, but I would not be me if I showed up on time for really anything. So that's pretty much how I roll. I'm late on my own channel, and I'm late when I show up to Drew's as well. So
it's okay. You got kids. You need to do what you can to make real life work.
Yeah, which right now is Prozac. Lots of Prozac. Because
you do you, boo.
I'm trapped in the house with them, y'all. They don't go nowhere.
I know.
They don't leave ever, and I can't leave. And so, Brian, hello.
Howdy,
Brian.
of Comicsgate.
Hey,
Brian.
Hail, Little Movies and Brewskis.
Yes,
And-
doing, brother?
And hail all of our wonderful guests. Who else we got here? I'm sorry. I got up at like 7:00.
There's Metal, there's Skits, there's Mandy, and us. Yeah.
What up, Skits? And Skits is comrade in arms.
Comrade in arms.
It's a team.
It's a team effort. It's a team.
Okay,
Yes.
so basically you're a two-headed monster.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yes. Then you add in the extra legs and arms. And
What would a two-headed hydra? It wouldn't be a hydra.
No.
What's a two-headed one? Is that just a two-headed dragon?
You've never seen like the Incredible Two-Headed Man?
No.
Or like really?
It was a wild movie.
It was
that was a wild movie.
It was. I know.
Hey, Peter.
I just jumped in here and messed everything up, but I can't help it. I got to go off now. You know, I'm a horror guy, and
I am a horror girl, so that's good.
Right there.
rock and roll, sister, rock and roll. It's a movie with Ray Milland and Rosie Greer, and Ray Milland is like a really racist rich white guy. And he's dying.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to the beginning of the plot. He's a really, really racist white guy, and so he wants to have his head transplanted onto another body, and the body that they find for him is Rosie Greer.
Okay.
The football player?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And but they don't, so they sew Ray Milland's head onto Rosie Greer's shoulder. And Rosie Greer wakes up before they can cut his head off, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not about this BS." And he takes off. And there's a scene where he's riding around on a dirt bike, popping wheelies and shit, and with.
This sounds like 1972. Is that about right?
That is about right.
About 73, 74. Yeah, somewhere.
Well,
there.
I know my 70s horror. Trust me, I was like, this sounds like.
We're going to be doing because we have a horror talk on Monday nights. Every week. We're going to be doing horror because this guy's a horror trivia master. We should bring you on for the horror trivia.
See, I would have been close. I would have been good.
Yeah, you were in the neighborhood. You were in the neighborhood, without a doubt. Yep. But anyway, I just jumped in and shook everything up. Where were we?
Well,
I don't know.
We're trying to get secret information out of Skits. Is what we were.
We talked about going over our YouTube channel to watch some of the videos. We put some Easter eggs in those videos, like going over and watching the flags. Michael does the illustrations, and he does a lot of time-lapse videos, and he tells you little nuggets. I say some stuff on my come get some, so I say some of that stuff. You just gotta go back, little treasure Easter eggs.
Yeah. Rock and roll. Love Easter eggs.
Yes.
So basically, let's go find out for yourself. But you directed us where to look.
We help you. We help you.
They gave us a map. We just have to now follow it and
navigate.
Navigate their map.
It's literally like one of the best things I love is when Sir Ian McKellen talks about Lord of the Rings. It's like the spoof, and they say, "Sir Ian, how do you know where to go?" He goes, "Well, there's a director. There's like someone that tells you." I go, Sir Ian, Sir Ian, Sir Ian, you shall not pass. Sir Ian, Sir Ian, Sir Ian. So we're telling you, you cannot pass. Sir Ian, Sir Ian, Sir Ian. So we're giving you the steps.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, then before we jump over to metal, anything else you want to tell us about the book you haven't told us yet?
Yeah, get on the mailing list. If you want to know anything about the book, when it's going to launch, little tidbits, you want to see what the cover is going to look like, all of that stuff before anybody else. If you get on the mailing list, you'll know way before anybody else. We're actually we're getting close to launch and stuff like that. And
very soon.
And we're going to drop an email very soon that tells you we're 2 weeks away. So get on that mailing list. And also you'll be able to get some discounted goodies day one. Plus, I'm going to do a special tier with that discount. It's going to be a special signed and numbered, wrapped, all sorts of cool stuff. And we didn't actually we were talking about this beforehand. We got a really, 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 really special guest doing the variant cover for our book. We got two.
Nice.
We got two. One is an industry legend that hasn't worked in the industry.
Tom
in
Cruise,
years. Legendary. I don't know how
I didn't know Tom Cruise was an art.
I know he's going to get up there. He's going to dance it. Do it Tropic Thunder style.
That was a horror trivia right there for legend. Did you see that? Did you see what I did there?
Okay. Hell yeah.
But it's just going to blow everyone's mind because I don't know how we got him. I just don't know how it happened, but it happened. And
yes, you do. I just emailed him.
No. Yes. And he
Can
said yes.
Can we get a clue?
No, not for $200.
No. I'll give a clue.
No means no. All right.
Here's a clue. I had a list of about 10 people that were like the top. I was just like, these are the people. This is my dream. It had people like Dave McKean, Jason Sean Alexander. It had who are some of the other people on it?
A lot of other people.
It just had big names like that on it. But this guy was at the very tippy top, and he said yes. And I was just like,
wow.
Whoa, man. I mean, the only way I could get better is if if I got a dead person to do it.
When are y'all going to reveal? When do we get to find out? When we all be doing the big reveal?
During that email.
She's going to be releasing all this stuff leading up to the campaign as it goes live. She's the marketing person. So it's going to be right before the campaign goes live. We're going to put stuff out there, and then everyone's just going to be like,
I told you, shot blocking. No, we're just really blessed to have two of the artists that we're a husband and wife team, Brian. So just let you know, comrades, we're a husband and wife team. So my baby wanted this person. His baby got that person. So that's how I roll. That's how I roll.
Well, that and money.
She's a keeper, bro. She's a keeper, man. Hang on to her, brother.
Exactly.
Hey, so we have Wyatt Holiday in the chat. Hail, Wyatt. Good to see you. Verse Productions. We got that. Yeah. So we got Wyatt and we got Verse.
Jade is hanging out. Jade Spider-Man.
Oh, hey, Verse. Thank you so much. They did our video, so thank you so much for playing that video. They also did, if you it's just another 30 seconds, but if you can play the second video on our Skits Indiegogo, that'd be great. We want to give them
we could do that. Out. We'll hit that real fast, and then
we're good.
Yep.
By the way, I just tried to sign up for the pre-launch, and I couldn't because I was already signed up. So.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Nice.
So people, do that, man. Do that because you're going to have clearly you've got a really special creative team here. They're doing something that's fresh. They're doing something that's interesting, and this is what Comicsgate is all about. Is creators like this that are fresh, that are innovative, that are doing passion projects.
Thanks. So. Yes.
By all means, and by signing up for the mailing list, you're gonna get something special. So by all means,
very
people,
special.
Don't wait. Get on that now. If you snooze, you lose.
Yep.
All right, so let's watch this video real fast.
Escaped 5 days ago from another psychiatric hospital. Apparently, he was diagnosed schizophrenic. Highly dangerous. How long can they be held? They can only hold for another 60 hours. If you behave like this.
He's seeing monsters. He's losing his mind, and he feels it going.
Oh,
I just love the marionette feet. The little feet.
It's so creepy.
Did I hear a chicken in the background?
There's all sorts of stuff in the background, but a lot of that, all of those samples came from old horror movies. So if you can find out where they're from, it's them old like 69, 70, 71 horror movies.
And some horror TV shows.
Horror TV shows.
So again, shout out to Verse Films Production. Thank you so much for being in the chat. They did that. They are a horror production company. So that's why horror, I'm the girl.
we gotta have you on for horror trivia night. That's for damn sure.
So Mandy has a few things to talk about tonight. So we're going to slip her in between before and after metal, so she can cover them separately.
Awesome.
So first, let's talk about the thing that's about to close.
Okay.
So let's talk about. Come on, internet.
A little something that maybe some of you folks might have heard of.
Possibly. So yes, you guys, Wart the Wizard. It closes tomorrow. I am so excited. I'm as excited now as I think that I was in the beginning. This has given me a whole new I'm ready to get some shit done again, where for a while there it was working and getting stuff done and getting stuff ordered. Now I feel like it's finally, I did it. I've done it. All I got to do now is order them and get them sent. I am so freaking excited. I want to thank everybody who, backed my campaign, that, retweeted me, that, did the promo stuff, like Tampa almost every day, does a promo. I love him. Wart the Wizard. I'm so excited. So yeah, sorry, I get carried away.
Don't apologize, Mandy. Don't apologize. And we want to thank you because you, aside from being the Queen of Comicsgate, have been such a amazing friend, ally, inspiration, just an incredible asset to this community. And you've done so much for your fellow indie creators. So you deserve all the love, all the adulation, and all the success that's coming your way. And sister, this is just the beginning. This is
Mandy.
Y'all are making my dimple show.
And you broke $15,000.
Yes.
And that's pretty amazing. You get to close out with a really nice number.
I do. Yeah. Especially when you consider when I originally had the idea to come over to Comicsgate, and I knew I wanted to be a part of Comicsgate. I believed in everything they were doing. But, when I brought my book over and I was like, all right, I'm going to try to make one. I told my husband when he was saying, well, how do you think you're going to do? My response to him was, if I make enough money to print and ship and have one copy left for myself to give to my daughter, I will have considered it a a complete win for me. And holy shit, like what? I mean, on it. So it's like what? So yeah, no, I feel so blessed to, to have met everybody within Comicsgate and to be a part of this community and, be able to do what I can to help everybody that I come across. I love all of you guys so much. So,
and I think it's pretty obvious that you get a lot of love back. I mean, you got to I think about the process. You went from a channel, like I think you had 146 subscribers when I first started watching your channel.
Yes.
And you were like, you were like still like somewhere around like $3,500 or $4,000 on your campaign, somewhere, really modest still. And you were just sitting there just pushing all the time. You were just starting to try your show out. And things just really grew. I mean, you really just kept at it. You kept your nose to the grindstone. You kept kicking ass. You kept the positive spirit. Your world fluctuated. People fucking, tried to slam you down. People lifted you up. You know what I mean? You just sat there. You held strong. You rode the ride. You rode the ride, and you kicked ass.
You did some booty dances.
Yeah, girl. I like shaking my rump. I will shake my rump all day. I swear. I think that's how I never gain weight. It's because when I'm not on camera, if I'm walking around cleaning, I'm dancing while I'm doing it. I'm dancing while I'm folding the clothes. I'm like in the shower. You can I'll be hitting my elbows on the shower bar.
We should do a dance together.
Oh my gosh, we should.
Yes, we should do one.
We should. Oh my gosh, hit me up in my DMs. We'll set it up. Yes, definitely.
And hail the ladies of Comicsgate.
Here we go.
Seriously, man. Seriously, this would be a boring sausage party without you ladies. It really would be. It's like it's like being like a minor and like the in the 1800s where it's like I just have to look at dudes all day. But also ditto what Drew said so beautifully. You put in the work, you built up the goodwill, and it is coming back to you in a major way. And this is your first campaign, right?
It is, yes, my very first. I was very ambitious.
Well, Piper wants to get busy too.
Yes,
love Piper. Hail Piper.
There you go.
She's a good dancer too. I've seen it. She's
when she's had her wolf milk.
Yes, but you can't let her get peppered because once she gets peppered, then she starts dirty dancing, and then you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. So,
well, you better watch out for this one. She was an extra in a Beyonce movie or something.
No, I'm not an extra. I was actually in.
Well, she was in it. I'm sorry. I haven't seen it, but you were dancing in there.
Which Beyonce movie was that? Which Beyonce movie was that?
No, I didn't shake my booty. I was hired to be the mother. I was hired for my acting chops.
Oh, okay.
But I do dance the booty dance. Yes, I do dance the booty dance. It was one of her. It was for Lemonade. So her big one that came out for Lemonade. So
awesome.
Rock and roll.
I have not seen that. So
you can find me on the Lemonade.
That is so freaking cool.
Heck yeah.
You can see me do my formation. Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, that's so great.
That's fun. All right, so Mandy, you've done the pitch quite a bit for Worth the Wizard. I think that I think that you could handle one last pitch since you're shutting down, huh?
Sure. So all right, you guys. Worth the Wizard is a story about a level 1 wizard who has no spells. That is right. There are 0 spells, you guys. Level 1, you just don't get them. So basically, you have this little cute character that is really silly. He goes out on an adventure, ends up in front of Grey Moss, who is the evil wizard of Brightmoor. He was banished long ago. He was, he died. But in Brightmoor, you never really die. You either come back as a zombie or you come back as a skeleton. So Grave Moss shows back up after years of, just kind of laying there. He comes back and, oh my gosh, he's a skeleton. So now he doesn't have his epic wizard beard. And no wizard is a real wizard unless you have the beard. Nobody will know. So he has to grab moss off his own grave and wear it on his face so you would know. Poor Wart's just stumbling around through life trying to pay his rent, trying to get himself a wizard beard. He don't care about the spells. But if he had the beard, then people would show him the respect that he deserves. So he's off to find a beard. He ends up in all of these crazy situations, meeting all of these, crazy characters. There is a lot of, role-playing type stuff going on in there. There is, he finds items and has to figure out how to use them because he has no spells. He's having to rely on his wits and just the good luck of items that he comes across. Like he starts off with a dagger and a cupcake. So those are the two items Wart leaves his house with. He will use both of those items to help him. So yeah, it's just a silly little something that I wrote with my daughter. Well, I didn't write it with her. I told her this bedtime story every night, and it kept building up until I had enough notebooks full of stories for this. So yeah, no, it's a cute story. I wrote this. It is all ages, but it was written more for parents. There's a lot of nostalgia stuff that you're going to run across, especially if you played games like EverQuest, if you played games like Leisure Suit Larry, all of those. They're going to run into at a point in the book, he runs into an overzealous guild. And anybody that's been in an online guild knows that you got to be there at 7:00 and you got to, you can't get tier 1 loot until you've been to 36 hours worth of raids, and you got to do this and you got to do that and you got to, hotkey everything. So there's a lot of that going on for the parents. Basically, I'm trying to give parents something that they can actually enjoy reading to their children, because as much as I love Dr. Seuss, and oh my God, do I genuinely get tired of reading that shit. I do. After a while, by kid number 2, if I have to read The Little Engine That Could one more time, it's just So I wrote this. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of nostalgia stuff that as parents, you're going to look back on. You're going to see it and you're going to be like, oh shit, I remember that. So Wart's going to have to ninja loot at some point. We've all been there. You've all been in an online game and you've been camping that damn mob for hours and some asshole walks up and kills it. And you're like, oh no, you don't. So you have to, sometimes you just got to ninja loot. So Wart's going to be getting into a lot of silly little stuff like that. It's funny and it's quirky. And I think everybody that gets it, I think you guys are really, really going to love it.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Nice.
Can't wait.
So, you got the $15,000 stretch goal. So you're going to have the 6x9 print by Vic King there.
Yes. And he did a beautiful job on that. He did such a good job on that.
And looks like you sold a lot of tiers here. They're gone. And so you got the King's Quest.
Yes.
Which is what? What is the King's Quest?
That is the original book, just the book with all the, the stretch goals added on to it as well. But it is the Vic King cover.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And the A Dark Tale is just another cover?
Yes, it is. It's the cover that Simon Pothier did. Again, beautiful cover. Simon Pothier? Sim?
Oh, I never heard of him.
Oh, you never heard of CS? You have.
No, I'm just busting his balls. That's all. Hell, Simon. I'm sorry.
Emma.
Then you have an epic adventure.
Yes, that one is the Peter Gilmore cover. I did not add my own cover, even though it was done. Once I saw Peter's, I was just like, whatever. I ain't even using mine. So I think maybe in the next campaign, I may actually take the cover and give it as a print for a stretch goal, just because I worked really hard on that cover. It's just nowhere near as good as Peter's. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe with Wart 2 adding my actual cover, just for a print or something, just to get it out there, because I was really happy with that. So
it's great. Yeah. It's great.
Hey,
Hell right back at you, Piper. Hell right back. Yeah. And
Hey, Piper.
So what is the swag tier?
Okay, so the swag tier, it comes with basically a lot of the stretch goals, stretch goal stuff. It comes with the trading cards, it comes with the prints, it comes with the bookmark. It just comes with the extras that were added on, so you can. Some people are asking for extra cards and asking for extra stuff, so I just made a swag tier and.
So you can buy the extra stretch goal stuff. I got
yes,
you.
Yes.
All right, and then the Necromancer ash can.
Yes, that is an ash can that is done completely by John Hayes Arts. He is amazing. He is kind of like Peter with a high detail artist. So he did that. It gives it's a cute little story about a little girl named Nan, and obviously she's a little necromancer girl. But the story is she sees Wart doing the magic thumb trick, like took my thumb off that you do with kids. Yeah. She sees Wart doing it, and she's just like mesmerized by his magic skills, and she becomes a little bit obsessed with Wart. So this is the story about her chasing Wart around and using her. She is so cute. She uses like bones as her little like puppets, and so it's crazy. It is. But yeah, no, John Hayes did it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. And I think he's only got one page left to do, and it's completely done. And it is high detail. It's gorgeous.
It looks like I'm getting like a nice. Like I look at that, I get a real major Max Fleischer flashback. Yeah. Like the really old black and white Max Fleischer cartoons, Betty Boop, Popeye the Sailor Man. Like that's what that looks like to me, and I love that. I love that look. It looks. I can't wait to read all this stuff.
It's amazing. And check with when you're going through John stuff. He actually. Hey Rob, how are you, love?
What's up, Rob?
John does a lot of like little hidden Easter eggs, like on the cover of Nan the Necromancer. If you look close, you'll see a little cyber frog in there. You'll see the war campaign, the little Spartan things he's got hidden in there. So there's a lot of little like Easter eggs in John's art. So I actually sit there sometimes and I'll just try to look through and say, what did he put in there? Because he's amazing. So yes,
that's awesome. So the extra set of trading cards, that's self-explanatory.
Yes, that was just for the trading cards. Yes.
Right. And then all three covers, which of course we've seen the three covers now, which is the Peter Gilmore one, the Sam Porte one, and there's the Vic King one. Right?
Yes.
So, all right. Now Jade was making a request about the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And Peter too. Peter was lobbying pretty hard for that in the chat as well.
Yeah, he was.
Hey y'all, it's me. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you guys about my new comic book, Wart the Wizard, that is now on Indiegogo. So a few things you should probably know about Wart is Wart the Wizard loves cupcakes. Oh man! So even though it's miserably hot outside, there is still a 50% chance that our hero Wart will level up. Really? Wart, watch out! While our oven's preheating, here's a fun fact about our hero Wart the Wizard. He has to collect items and to figure out how to use them along the way to progress in his story. Okay. He loves cupcakes. I'm done. Oh, hey, what am I doing? I'm just checking out a couple pages from my comic book, Wart the Wizard, that's now live on Indiegogo. Want to come check it out with me? Wart the Wizard has 90 full-color pages of epic adventure. Wart has an experience bar and also an inventory to store items until he figures out a use for them. Every character in Wart the Wizard has levels and can be examined at any time. You guys are not going to want to miss a moment of the action. what are you waiting for? Order now.
That's hilarious.
Nice infomercials. Nice.
Awesome.
Music videos weren't in when I made this a year ago, or I would have done a music video. But you know, at the time, it was a lot of the creators were sitting in front of the camera saying, "My comic book, it's 24 pages," and it was just like, that is so not my personality to just sit there and. So yeah, that's what I did. And for those of you who have noticed, I just noticed recently that the stove during the cooking part, my stove is about as tall as my shoulders. I did not notice that, or I probably would have adjusted the green screen. But yeah.
There was nothing in the mixing bowl either.
Yeah, no, there actually was. I was actually making, there was blueberry muffin mix because I was
it Jiffy?
No, it was like the Betty Crocker, the kind that comes with the can of the fresh blueberries that you.
Okay,
she's bougie.
Yeah.
Bougie.
So it was,
That's
but yeah,
funny.
I was actually sitting there mixing blueberry muffin mix because it was like 6 a.m. and I was filming right before I was getting my kids up for school. So I was making breakfast while I was doing it.
The Careless Whisper about cracked me up. I was hearing Careless Whisper in that background. I was like about to laugh there.
Very nice. Very, very nice touch.
So so everybody, this is the last day. Like tomorrow you're shutting it down, right? Are you shutting it down in the morning, in the afternoon, the evening? When's it going out?
Tomorrow night I'll actually want to, I hit the live button on a stream. I want to hit the close button live on a stream as well. So it'll be tomorrow evening during the stream. I'll be closing it. So yeah.
So you guys have about a little bit, probably about 24 hours to get in on this, and that'll be it. She's going to close it, and there will no longer be the first Wart the Wizard, because there's going to be another Wart the Wizard book, but the first Wart the Wizard book, you will not have a chance to get it. You need to get it. This is going to be it. So get in there, get it. That if you want it, you want to support Comicsgate, you want to support Mandy. There's a lot of reasons why you can get yourself on this book. It's going to be something that you can look at and read and enjoy and
with your
treasure
kids,
because and share with your kids, and something that you can treasure because it's a little piece of Comicsgate magic. You know?
And history too. And history too. Don't forget that, people. And if you snooze, you lose. And get down on it.
This is the first book in Comicsgate from a female creator. So that is bragging, right? Isn't it? Female creator from Comicsgate?
Well, Krista McGee had hers, but I think I may be the first one to actually have done everything because I did literally I did the drawing.
My question is, did she launch her campaign first, or did you launch yours first?
Oh no, she launched hers way before mine.
She was on mailing list, I thought, for a while while you were launching yours.
Maybe I don't know. I think she was, and Lady Alchemy, her book's been out a while too, and she's Comicsgate. So I don't think I do think I'm the first one that has ever actually done everything myself. And I would like to add that this will be the only book you will ever get that I have drawn. I'm in Comicsgate now. I have met some amazing artists. You know, when I came into Comicsgate, I told everybody I am not an artist. I am a writer. I love drawing. I really do. I enjoy it. But I'm not an artist. I am a writer. The issue was I didn't know anybody. I didn't know how to get an artist. I didn't know anything. And I knew that I could do this. I really wanted to do this myself. So just so it would be mine. I did everything. So
beautiful.
So yeah, this will be the only book I ever draw from now on. It'll be Peter Gilmore's art, or you know, an artist. So
think about this. So like, you know, 2 or 3 Wart the Wizards from now, when you know it's a popular children's comic, the first one will have the original art from the original creator, and that will make it more rare and more valuable. So
yes, and at some point after we get a couple done, I'm gonna talk to Peter about maybe doing a complete redo of Wart the Wizard where he's doing all the art with the original story, so and get that out there. Because Pete, at one point, like months and months ago, he wasn't really working on anything, and he said, "You want me to come in on your campaign, and I'll do the drawing."
Aww.
And I straight up said, "Oh my gosh, I would love that, but I have to do this on my own. I have to do this first one. I need it to be. I have to put in the work so I can see what." It's hard to go on a stream and talk to creators about what they're doing if you never did it yourself. So I wanted to do every part of this myself. So now I'm in the boat with you guys. I know y'all's, I know what it's like when you're trying to draw and do a YouTube channel and do the, I get it. I get how hard it is, how when you're, you got 10 pages to draw, but there's some shit going on Twitter. So you waste 2 days dicking around on Twitter. And you're not getting your work done because you're,
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not only a client, you're the president.
Yeah.
President.
We're all small business people here,
Exactly.
And I just thought you should know, if you're not following the chats, but Peter is very, very hurt that you turned him down.
Oh no, he's not. He went. Oh, thank God.
Hey, everybody's chat. So hey, people in the chat, if you're not subscribed to this channel, click that red subscribe button. And make sure you click like on the video, hit that thing, smack it, just slap it around, tell it who's boss.
I can run it down. Oh no.
and then if you have not backed Work the Wizard, you need to go and back that book. Just because it is something that you will be able to enjoy. Mandy pretty much admits she's not the greatest artist out there, and this book isn't all about the art. The art looks fun, it looks adventurous, it looks interesting. But the story and the stuff behind it is what's really important.
Exactly. Now the art does fit the story. I will give it that. Now I could not take my art, like my next book that I'm doing with Peter, Super Dead. I couldn't bring this art over to Super Dead and it worked, but it worked with Work the Wizard. It completely 100% worked. You will be able to, you'll be able to, you're going to love this story, and the pictures make sense. They are sequential. They, so yeah.
And it takes courage to feel like, well, maybe my art's not up to snuff, but F it, I'm gonna just put it out there anyway.
That was my thought.
That's like strutting onto a nude beach for the first time.
I also got to admit that she went through it. She did all the work herself. That's a very hard thing. And then on top of that, she is humble about it. She's honest about it. She knows what her weaknesses and her strengths are, and she's moving forward in a positive direction. And that is just amazing. That's what Comicsgate's about, right?
Hail. Amen.
Exactly.
Amen, brother. Amen. And real quick, I just want to say, hail to Optimus is in the house. And
Jade, can you drop the Wizard link in there for everybody real quick?
Yeah.
And our man Preston Acevedo is in the house.
Hey, Preston.
Hail, Preston.
I didn't see Optimus. Where's he at? He slipped right past me.
That's because you haven't been paying.
There he is.
There he is. love me some Optimus. Love me some Greater Point 5 peeps. And they're killing it with their first campaign too.
They are.
Yeah, you guys are doing amazing with that. That is definitely true.
Inspiring. And that's what Comicsgate is all about. It's about people very often who are sort of on the sidelines of Comicsgate, and they're just, they'll have shows, they'll have creators on, they'll promote our books, but they're still sort of like on the sidelines, and then they're like, you know what? Let me give that a try. If they could do that, well, maybe I could get away with it too. And boom. Mm-hmm. We see that happening, and that's what Comicsgate is all about. We are not only not gatekeepers, we are gate openers.
Right.
And we're all about hooking each other up and helping each other out. We are a meritocracy. If your book looks like it's fire, we will do everything we can to get it where it needs to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And with that said, we're going to transition over. We're going to talk about Super Dead after we talk to Butch about Butch Cleaver.
Oh, yeah, boy.
This one's new to me.
Yeah.
This one's new. I'm excited.
Me too.
This is by Metal Movies and Brewskis.
Hail, Metal Movies.
Hail.
Metal Movie!
His dad wrecked 3 Mustangs in the 1970s.
You really made an impression during Christine with that one. That was for sure.
Yeah.
It's an awesome story. I can't help it.
Give us the elevator pitch.
Well, basically, it's about a brutal butcher who's murdered, and he's brought back to life by a voodoo curse. And with that curse, it gives him the power to manipulate bone on a molecular level, so he can weaponize bone. So basically, he's trying to figure out who killed him. That's like part of the story. And he wasn't a good guy when he was alive. He was a psychopath. And so part of the story is about him trying to possibly redeem himself in the process and try to gain a little piece of humanity he once had. This will be like the first book in a three-part series. If God willing, I get it to that level. And then in the second book, I'm going to go into the origin about Butch. You're going to see him as a kid. You're going to see his you're going to see where his family met, where his parents got married. You're going to know everything about him. But with this one, it was a big influence on spaghetti westerns and horror movies. I like horror movies like since they started, even the black and white films, the silent films, and all that, the Hammer films.
Hammer
all the Hammer films had a lot of like color to them for me. Like the blood was just red paint, and I really liked the look, and then a lot of like the castles and like the churches and stuff like that, the stained glass windows, and just a lot of the colors from that era was a big influence on me. So I tried to incorporate that in some of the art that I drew, and basically I wanted to just kind of throw you right in with this right off the bat with the story, just throw you right in. So you right from the get go, it's kind of got some action in it, I should say, from the first couple pages. So that's kind of how the first part of the book picks up. There's a
let's give the video a watch real fast.
Awesome, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Matt Berg. I'm an indie comic artist and writer and creator of Butch Cleaver. So what is Butch Cleaver? Well, if you threw Batman, Swamp Thing, Jonah Hex, and Hellboy into a meat grinder, Butch Cleaver would come out. Butch Cleaver
Sorry.
I'm gonna back that up a little.
Killed and brought back to life. About a brutal butcher who was killed and brought back to life by a voodoo curse that grants him the power to control and weaponize bone. He tries to use said power for revenge, reckoning, and redemption. With influences of old spaghetti westerns, Sin City, and horror movies from the last 80 years, Butch Cleaver might be the book you're aiming for. In this campaign, I'm offering a 48-page colored graphic novel with different tiers, backer input, and stretch goals. I was told I couldn't be an artist. I was told I couldn't make a comic. Now I'm here to ask you, help me prove the haters wrong and back Butch Cleaver. Thank you for your consideration.
Oh my God, your art's beautiful.
Awesome.
Boom! Prove those haters wrong. Prove those haters wrong.
Do it.
Yes.
Amen, sister. Amen. This looks like a completely different, completely unique book. It doesn't look like anybody else's. It looks like it's absolutely very much its own thing. That, of course, is going to make it a hard sell maybe for some people, but for folks like me, people that enjoy a unique art style, yeah, sold. Instant sell.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
I like the fact that you came out in your elevator pitch. I like the fact that when in your elevator pitch, you said it just starts off with action. There's no room for build up. There's no room for this. It's just action. And if that is something that you have, that is something that's going to do very well, because people are always going to be like, what just happened? What did I just come into something? What did I miss something? So they're going to always want to turn that page to find out. Yeah. To find out what's going on. So good job. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So make sure you guys come to Butch Cleaver here on Indiegogo. Get on the mailing list. You want to tell us what the early bird surprise is?
Well, basically, what I'm doing, what I did last night was I hit 60 backers. So for me, or signatures. So for me, that was excellent. Like I'm enthralled. I'm happy, ecstatic, and I sent out basically to everyone that signed up. I sent out an email to them to tell them that I'm gonna have a poll on Twitter where they can basically vote for what surprise they would want. And so I put 4 different things on there: the sketch card, a trading card, a poster, and a print, so they could pick whatever one that they want. So I put it up for a week. If they go to Runecutter Comic or at Runecutter Comic on Twitter, they can vote what they want, and then I'm basically going to look at that and see what people want, and then I'm going to surprise them with something. Even though that there's a mass abundance of a poll that's winning, I might pick something else or whatnot. But I'm probably going to.
Yeah, you already know what you're giving them. You're just pulling them anyway to excite them, aren't you?
Trying to. Trying to do something different, but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna try to launch on my birthday. It's 7/11. That's the plan. Hopefully it'll launch at the time.
Nice.
So I think that'll be a good time, and try to get the books out. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna deliver them, but hopefully
folks,
pretty quick.
I am really, really sorry. I have to apologize. I have to go to crowdfunded comics like yesterday. So everybody, God bless you. Best of luck with your project. Drew, you my boy. You know that. And I will talk to you all soon. CG for life.
Later, Brian.
Peace out, everybody.
It is. Everybody's staying busy. That's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can't leave the house. So what else are you gonna do?
I've been held on like streaming constantly. Seriously, since midnight.
Seen that. I seen you on the RGE. Yeah.
I was on RGE, and then I was on Lit Devil this morning, and I went back to RGE, and then I'm right here, and then I'm going to go back to RGE and finish up his 24-hour stream with him, and then
24. Y'all are ambitious as hell. Yeah, because I'm telling you right now. Somebody tells me 24-hour stream, I'm like, I'm out. Nope, not gonna happen. That's a long time on the street.
Midnight to midnight. His in-demand campaign ends at midnight tonight. So
does it really?
Yeah. So we started. So he goes in demand. You know what I mean? So his campaign goes in demand, right? So that. And he is right now. He's kicking ass. I mean, his campaign is up to $185,908.
That is so. I'm so proud of him.
Nice.
For him. That's cool.
Since we first talked, it went from 85 to that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it jumped over 1,000 since this whole stream started. So he's just got the numbers scrolling up fast.
I'm so proud.
So cool.
He did a good job. I backed the titty tentacle pack because I like saying it. It humors me to be like, yeah, I got me the titty tentacle pack, but yes, I backed the titty.
That's awesome.
It'd be awesome if it was a tight titty tentacle.
Yes.
So everybody go and anything else you want to say before we move on to the next thing here, Matt?
Nope, that's it. If you want, sign up for the book, and definitely going to get a early bird surprise. And thanks for having me, Hell Comicsgate.
And it launches on July 7th. July 11th. July 11th. 7/11. Yes.
Yes, sir.
7/11.
All right. So, Mandy, is there a link for Super Dad yet?
Yeah, it has a mailing list.
I tried to search for it, so I couldn't find it. So let's find it real quick. So is it Super Dad 1 word? Super Dad 2 words?
2 words.
Super.
I believe.
Dead.
God damn it! Did I put it in 1 word? But that ain't mine. Hold on, I'll get it for you.
There it is. Found it.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Is there a video? No.
You know what? I can share my screen. I actually have. It's just a little teaser because again, now Super Dad, it is in the works. We are working on it, but him and Peter and I, we both have campaigns that are active right now. So even though we've started doing some of the art, I've started working on the story. We haven't gotten far enough really with our other campaigns to really start working on the trailers and stuff. So, but I do have a little teaser. Hold on 1 second and I will pull it up so I can share it.
Okay.
That's a cool logo.
What? Oh, shit. I was playing it accidentally. I don't. I'm hitting buttons. I'm doing all kinds of stuffs over here.
StreamYard's got so much stuff you got to do. Share audio, do all this.
I know. Such a pain in the butt. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got to share audio.
See, See.
Okay. There we go. So, you ready?
I am.
So yeah, that's our little teaser for it. Showing
awesome.
off some of the art.
Art's beautiful.
Thank you.
So it's summer 2020. I like that.
Yes. Exactly. We figured by that point, just leaving it broad with summer, that would give, because both of us are adamant on the fact that we will not launch another campaign until the current ones we are working on are done and fully complete before we ever launch this one. So we're just kind of, we're playing with it right now. So we're just kind of like, it will be 52 pages. We have got a page count now. We're going to go for 52 pages, full color. That high detail art. Peter is not doing digital with this one. He is hand doing traditional with this one. Nice. So yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome.
So what's the story of Super Dead?
Okay, so I know some of you have heard me when I first came up with the idea. I talked a little bit about a goofy little thing with it, making it kind of silly and cartoony. Then I saw Pete's art. That changed the way I was going to write this. So basically what you have is a hero that, well, he used to be a hero, but he got bit trying to save the world. He got bit and he got infected with the virus that's turning people into zombies. So basically he now has like this, the city started fearing him and turned on him. And so now he absolutely hates the city. He hates the new hero that just kind of showed up, and they replaced him after he basically died saving their asses. So basically, there's this new superhero that's taken his place. He is absolutely pissed off about it, and he is seeking vengeance against anybody and everybody who has ever wronged him. So basically, you have a super strength zombie that is absolutely pissed off, but he's still retained all of his brain. So basically he's still there. He knows everything. He's not stupid. He's not dumb. He is very, very, very smart and very, very, very pissed off. So you're going to have a zombie going around and breaking necks and biting people, and just, he's going to act an ass, basically. It's going to be very gritty. By gritty, like the Batman comics, with the city's just shit, the city's garbage, everything's just nasty and dirty. And that's basically the synopsis of it. We are I do have a few pages written now. I know where I'm going with the story, and that's the biggest part for me, is figuring out what the hell am I going to do with this. Mm-hmm. I know now everything I want to do. I've got most of it storyboarded. So it's going to be I've been calling it my big girl comic, because it is so different than like Where the Wizard was. An example, picture him standing out in the rain, looking up at his ex-girlfriend. She's living in her apartment, all happy with her new boyfriend. So yeah, he's just going to go in there and he's going to
take care of business.
He's going to go take care of business.
So it's a Friday night. Nice.
Yes, just your typical Friday night. Yeah, no, it's gonna be gritty. It's gonna be very raw, very gory. So yeah, I'm going a totally different route with this one than like Wart the Wizard. So I think you guys are really gonna love it. As soon as Pete gets we've got the beginning already set up for how we want it to begin. As soon as Pete gets a chance, I'm going to get him starting to work on that, and we're going to go on and maybe, show some of the first pages so everybody can get an idea of exactly how messed up my mind actually is. So give everybody a little glimpse into the insanity that I deal with on a daily basis. So
Sweet.
Fantastic. So this is going to be a lot of fun, though. I mean, it really is. So obviously my StreamYard I run it on 2 computers, and this one decided to just jump on me as soon as it's not a big deal. I just gotta find yeah, there it is. All right, so Super Dead sounds amazing. It's a zombie hero book, basically, I guess, sort of hero.
Oh, he's
anti-hero.
He's anti. Oh yeah, he is absolutely totally pissed off that he died saving these people, and because they are now afraid of him because he was infected, they threw him to the side basically, and now they got this new hero that's just, oh, look at him, look at how amazing he is, while he's sitting down in the fucking sewers eating rats and stuff, you know. So yeah, he's coming out of the sewers. Dude's annoyed. He's done with this crap. So
times are tough. Times are tough.
Right.
It's time for a reckoning, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Need some pizza.
So get on. So go and get on the. I put the link in the chat. Go get on the mailing list for Super Dead, and also go and get yourself on the mailing list here for Butch Cleaver.
Nice. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm also going to put that here in the chat.
Skits, I love your shirt. I just had to say that real quick.
Oh yeah, Pork Chop Express, baby.
L. Jack Burton.
Heck yeah.
Give me what you got for Pork Chop. Yes. Y'all know it. See, I'm ready to dance, girl. I'm ready to dance.
Yes, we got to get that going. We got to do this. This has to happen now.
Rally towel.
See, did you hear what he said? He's like, I got my rally towel ready to go.
All right. So yeah, go get on the mailing list for Butch Cleaver. I popped that link in the chat, so that's also there. And then also go get on the mailing list for Skits, The Sun, Book 1.
Yeah, man.
I'm all signed up, baby.
Same here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And just like we said, side note, watch that email. We're not spamming. That's not what we do. We literally have only sent out one email, and we started this like
6 months ago.
6 months ago in one email. But now that we're gearing up for the spring launch, which is coming really soon, we're going to send out one more email that tells you about the goodies and the special 2 artists that we have for the variant covers, and then day 1 launch. Boom! Coming at you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. Looking forward to this thing getting launched so that can actually back it.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Right, I've been waiting on this one for a while now. It seems like they have been teasing me with this book for months, and
all I'm saying is that there better be more information available when the campaign launches.
Right, I have so many questions. That's what I was telling them when they came on last time. I was like, I want to know so much, and they were like, "No, we can't tell you." And I was like, "God damn it, I want to know." So
the art says everything.
The art says everything, and there will not be stick figures.
Figures.
That's funny. All right, and then also, if you are so inclined and haven't done so yet, go and back Wart the Wizard, which is would come up faster if my internet was cooperating. You can see it's just a big white screen, which is what my screen is doing here.
Yeah.
It happens. Now, Mandy, does Wart the Wizard, does he use Spanish moss for his beard?
No, but I wish I would have thought of that. No, it's like ivy.
Oh, Spanish moss would have been perfect.
Oh,
Southern Spanish you got it right outside, baby.
It would have. It so would have.
He could have got some red bugs, some chiggers from it. I mean, he'd have been fine.
Oh yeah, those chiggers wouldn't bother him at all. Have to get the clear nail polish and paint himself with it.
Oh wait. Maybe Wart the Wizard can have the Spanish version. She'll have the Spanish moss.
There you go.
Yes. Perfect.
Genius.
Perfect, because he doesn't grow a beard. So then the next book he'll be hunting for a beard again, because I'll let you guys in on a little secret. He won't grow a beard this book. He won't get one.
Poor thing.
Well, he does, but things
Does
happen.
Does Wart have the white trash curse? You know, they can't actually grow a beard kind of thing.
When nobody actually grows them in Brightford, they have to earn them. So, and by earning them, you would think of a beard as an item that you can take off and give to people. Nobody actually grows them there. You have to earn them, which is why not everybody has one. You know, because anybody could grow a beard and say they're a wizard. You have to earn your beard. So, and poor Grave Moss, he earned his off a grave. So,
apparently, according to Skits, not everybody can grow a beard.
No, he's forever young, and that's totally fine.
I'm in my 40s and I still can't grow anything.
And Black don't crack.
I'm like Beavis and Butthead. I just cut it off of this and then glue it on. You know.
Don't feel bad. I can't grow one either.
What are you gonna do?
That's actually good. That's probably a good thing. And before we call it a night, I also want to hit on this book where Mandy happens to be the editor.
Yes.
Nice.
Rocket Gal.
You want to make a quick pitch for Wyatt and Peter, and
I will do my best. So, Rocket Gal is kind of like Barbarella in a way. It's sci-fi, obviously. Anyways, she is this just amazing superhero type chick that has a dog named Booster, and Booster. So I don't want to say too much, and I'm afraid I'm going to dick it up. So I'm trying to be real, like stepping on eggshells. It's a badass book. The art is freaking fantastic. Pete's saying new page dropping any minute. So yeah, go check it out. Again, I hate doing pitches for their book because every time I do, I say something I shouldn't. So
they got 9,850. They're $150 away from 10K. That less than 10K.
Nice,
very nice. Why don't we let the video do the pitch then?
Yeah, there you go. That way I don't mess it up.
Anytime video.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, round, 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 round.
Yeah, there's just no need for it to take so long. It's so frustrating.
The tubes are full. The tubes are full.
That's what it is.
A tube. Tubular.
I want your love.
I need an
Have y'all
iPad.
seen that video lately? Has anybody went back and watched that video? Because it is different. I forgot how crazy that video was.
I watch it every week. What are you talking about?
Do you?
He does.
Yeah, and Wyatt said if you like Flash Gordon and retro sci-fi, you'll love it. Yeah, it's Barbarella, like just that retro sci-fi Flash Gordon feel. Oh, here we go. It came. Well, I said it did.
Is there noise? Should there be noise?
There should be music playing. Did you get the share audio?
Share audio.
Oh no.
I might not have, I guess. Let's
we can do a B-52s. Rocket gal, moment.
Let's give that a shot again. There we go.
There we go.
See, I was close. Hey,
Cool.
and we know that Peter said that he did the music himself, so
He
that was
did.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that
some cool
logo,
music.
that
Pretty cool
logo
music.
is boss.
Oh, I know. He did such a good job with that as well. He's amazing. He did the video, he did the music, he does all the art on it. It's amazing. And yeah, so 2 scientists end up getting kidnapped by the mole men and the mole queen. Rocket Gal is sit there on a mission from the space intergalactic station or whatever. They send her to go, her and Booster and her team to go and rescue the scientist. There was actually Drawn in Tears where you can be one of the scientists. That'll be a reoccurring character in the book for the next one and the next one and so forth. So yeah, she's going and fighting mole men and she's fighting, mole queens, and she's just out there kicking ass. So yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
So that is very cool. I think that we did a great job showing books tonight. What do you guys think?
I
Hell
think
yeah.
Woo!
Thank you, Drew.
Good. Yeah, no problem. So
Hell yeah.
make sure you get on all these mailing lists. Make sure you back Worth the Wizard. Make sure you check out Rocket Gal. That thing's it's very, very close to the 10K point. That's an exciting point for creators. Let's see if you can get it there. That'd be an awesome thing. And let's all make sure that we're grabbing our oars for Comicsgate, because this is not a one person game. This is definitely a team sport, even if we're not all on the same book. That's something that's important for everybody to know. We all have books. We all need full support. I keep finding out that I've been pushing Captain Love almost constantly since the beginning of October, and there's still people who haven't heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just always need to push. We all need to push each other, talk about each other's books, promote each other, stand up for each other, stick up for each other, stick together, and hail Comicsgate.
Hail.
So, everybody, thank you for coming tonight. We're gonna sign off now. So bye.
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 Have a good
Drew.
one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Drew. Hell yeah.
If I can get this broadcast to actually end.
Now we're just sitting here like assholes waving. We're